Good day, students. Welcome to another episode of Schoolonair. And I'll be your instructor for today on GS3 Basic Science. And we're still looking at question and answer on light energy. And continuing from the previous episode where we stopped at question number 8, we'll be continuing for question number 9. And the question is, when light rays pass through a concave lens, the rays of light A diverge from the focal point, B converge to the focal point, C some go through the lens and others get reflected back, and D the rays all go through in a straight line. What is the correct option for this question? Yes, correctly, the correct answer is in a concave lens. When light is passing through a concave lens, the rays of light would diverge from the focal point. That's the correct answer. Light passing through a concave lens. And you remember, like going through. This is a concave lens. Light going through this. Like going through this. Light would diverge, as shown as I show here. That is light passing through a concave lens. Question 10. When a ray of light passes through the focal point on a lens, it A diverges, B converges, C it goes undeflected through the lens, and D bounces back in the same direction it came. I want you to think about this very well. When a ray of light passes through the focal point of a lens, what happens to it? A diverges, B converges, C it goes undeflected through the lens, and D bounces back in the same direction it came. What is the correct option? If you guessed correctly, the answer would be C. It goes through the lens undeflected, and that's true. And you know that the focal point is the center, the very center of a concave, let's say a concave lens or a convex lens. Sorry. The focal point, that dot is the focal point. Now a ray of light passing through that point will go through that point undeflected. It is the same for a concave lens and a convex lens. This is a convex lens. This is the focal point, so a light ray passing through that will go in a straight line undeflected if it's going through the focal point. Moving on, question 11. Which of the following is not a law of refraction? A. The incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal to the interference to the interface are all on the same plane. Option B. The ray of the sine of the angle of the incident ray to the sine of the angle of the refracted ray gives the refractive index. And option C, rays reflected and falling on the surface and the normal line are all on the same plane. And option D, the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the refracted ray bear all on the same plane. What is not a law of refraction? Option A is correct because the incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal to the interface are all on the same plane. That is correct. The sine of the angle of the incidence and the sine of the angle to the sine of the angle of the refracted ray gives the refractive index. Sine I over sine R, yeah, is equals to N, which is your refractive index. That is correct. And for option C, rays reflected and falling on the surface and normal line all are on the same plane. This is also this is wrong, so this is the correct option. It is not a law of refraction. And option D, the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the refracted ray bear all on the same plane. That is correct. It is a law of refraction.